everyone, it's Laynie Lashes here and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing today? Seriously, let me know in the comments below. How are things going for you? It's been pretty typical over here. Thanksgiving went well and now the cold weather has hit, so we're not doing a whole lot. And my toddler, per usual, is a toddler. So if you hear lots of hop, hop, hop upstairs, it's her favorite activity right now. So anyways, I am really looking forward to today's video because I feel like I have something quite a few people will be interested in. And yes, it is fragrance. You guys, I'm addicted, okay? So if you have heard anything about the new 22 Orris by Ledda, I am here to give you all the details and do a wear test. We're going to see how it goes, and I have a little tea because I got one bone to pick with the brand. Alright, if you're curious about all this, if you enjoy fragrance content, lifestyle content, beauty content, then make sure you click that subscribe button, join the fam, you will not regret it. Now, let's talk about this. So, I have to be real with you guys, I really am not a Stephanie Ledda watcher. If you don't know, she is a YouTuber here on YouTube, and I would put her in the like medium category. She's not like Tati or Jeffree Star or Jaclyn Hill, but she has a really good following, and she's been on YouTube for quite a while. I am subscribed to her, but I rarely watch her videos, and this one just happened to pop up on my feed. You know how the algorithm works. I'm sure it's because I watch a lot of fragrance content now. And I saw her talking about the launch of her new fragrance. She is starting a fragrance line called Ledda after her last name. I think that's how you say it. Sorry if it's not. And this is the fragrance 22 Orris. She got me super intrigued with the notes. I was like, okay. I think I need to try it. So let's talk about the notes. It is not on Fragrantica yet. I have submitted it hoping they will add it to Fragrantica because you know I love Fragrantica. It's the best website ever. So I'm looking at this from the actual Ledda website. So this is 22 Orris Eau de Parfum. It was interesting hearing her talk about how they got the name. The 22 is the oil concentration and Orris is a note in here. I thought it actually was a very classy name, 22 Orris. I feel like it's very niche, it's very modern, it's classy. I liked the name. It wasn't cheesy or anything like that. I thought, okay, I like the way she's going with this. This fragrance is not cheap. It is $98 for 50 ml, but honestly, in the fragrance world, not crazy. I'm usually more of like a fragrance net buyer, TJ Maxx, Burlington, but I do dip my toe into the more expensive designer niche ones on occasion. And this Christmas time, there was a few occasions, okay? Okay. And in here, the fragrance notes are top notes of pear leaf, pink pepper, and wild freesia. I honestly don't know if I have much with wild freesia in it. I do enjoy some pink pepper. And pear leaf sounds like just a nice light version of pear to me. Mid is sheer jasmine, lily of the valley, and Orris. Orris comes to mind with God is a Woman by Ariana Grande. I believe Orris is also in Radiant Nectar by Clean, and I do enjoy those. I don't own God is a Woman, and I do enjoy jasmine. Then Dry Down is sandalwood. The note that totally reeled me in, you guys, is this next one. Marshmallow musk. What? I've never heard of that before. First of all, I love anything that smells like marshmallow. I'm a fan, a big fan of that note. But then marshmallow musk really intrigued me because I do like musk and fragrances. I think they make the fragrance alluring, and the idea of mixing marshmallow and musk, I was like, okay, this sounds like a more elevated, possibly more elegant version of a marshmallow fragrance. And then there's a touch of moss, and I actually am a really big fan of moss, oak moss, in my fragrances. I feel like it kind of grounds them a little bit, especially in sweet fragrances. It kind of tones it down a little bit, makes it a little more grown, a little bit less playful. And so I was very intrigued, and I just got this in the mail, so all I've done is give it a little sniff. I haven't worn it. I guess why not? I'll just start here with my one complaint before we talk about packaging and I apply it. I will include a little clip up here. I did put it on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I share a lot of tidbits of my life over there, sometimes little quick reviews, things like that of products I use, so definitely follow me. It's down below, but I will insert the clip up here in case you're not an Instagram person. I couldn't believe how it was packaged. Okay, like I said, $98 is not crazy like niche prices. Like, we're not talking bond number 9 for $500 a bottle, but 98 bucks, hello, we work hard for our money. $98 is pretty expensive in my opinion. My package had one piece of paper inside the box. Now, if it was like a little teeny tiny box and it would like was all secured and snug in there and the one little piece of paper was around it, okay. But it was a big box with a little perfume inside and one piece of paper that wasn't even wrapped around it. It was just in the box. I was pretty floored when I opened it. Again, I'm not trying to be, you know, a Karen right now. I was just really surprised because this isn't cheap. Also, you're a new brand, so I feel like reputation is so important. That first launch is so important. And I also do think constructive criticism is helpful. So that's why I did share it on Instagram and I tagged the company. I hope they saw it, because if I received it like that, I'm sure others received it like that, and I don't think that's how they would want to move forward with their packaging, because I used to work in an area that handled mail, and I will tell you the mail system is not kind with your packages. So I was like, ooh, and also since it launched like right before Christmas time, I'm thinking people are going to be getting like broken bottles right before Christmas time. This could be a gift they're giving someone and you would hate for it to be broken. So thankfully mine wasn't broken, but I was really not impressed with their packaging, as in how they mailed it. I hope that changes with future launches. Hopefully it's just like the learning process and there's a learning curve and they learn from constructive criticism. Other than that, this bottle, in my opinion, is gorgeous. I absolutely love this style of bottle. I love that they went with a white sticker, gold detailing, gold cap. This is very elegant to me. I mean, extremely elegant, eye-catching, honestly so pretty. It would look nice on a vanity. For a first launch, I think they nailed the packaging. This is just something to throw out in comparison. I love watching Soki London. Do not get it twisted. I love that girl. She is so sweet. Love her channel. But I don't know if you guys follow her as well, and her first launch, like the bottle made me not want to purchase it. And I know you can't judge a book by its cover when it comes to fragrance, but I do really believe packaging a fragrance, the bottle it's in, is a part of the fragrance experience. And with hers also not being a cheap fragrance, the packaging looked really like Britney Spears' Midnight Fantasy at Burlington for 20 bucks. For 20 bucks, like that bottle wouldn't bother me at all. But for a normal priced fragrance, I didn't like her bottle and I decided not to purchase her product. This bottle screams beauty, grown woman, elegant, classy, like this, job well done. Okay, I did sniff it when it arrived. I had to. I was so interested. Let me get to applying it. We'll look at the mister. Very nice mister. Also very important. It really puts out a nice spray. It's not harsh. It's not spitty. It kind of spreads out. When Stephanie described this product, she said there's a real butteriness in there from that Orris. And I saw another video. It's in my mouth. It don't taste good. It smells good. It doesn't taste good. I watched another video where someone said it reminded them of sugar cookies. And I haven't given this a proper wear, so I don't know if that's true, but the initial spray smells familiar. And I can't pinpoint what it is, but it reminds me of something my grandma used to wear. And that's not saying this is an old lady fragrance at all. It's not. My grandma is so hip and has great style, but it just is familiar. Like, it brings back a scent memory that I can't quite pinpoint. Also, a note on the opening blast reminds me a little bit of Radiant Nectar by Clean. It really does, and I'm thinking that's probably the little bit of pear in there, the little bit of Orris, similar in that aspect. This, to me, is an extremely elegant, elevated, classy, rich woman kind of fragrance. Softly sweet, not in a candy scent. To me, that person said sugar cookies. I don't get any like baked goods, candy, sweetness, but there is a little bit of a sweetness to it. It's not an edible sweetness. I definitely do feel like there's a butteriness in there. There's a warmth. It feels like a scent that encompasses you. I feel like it's quite strong, honestly. I think it's very, very strong. We'll see how it wears, and I will check back in with you guys tonight. I have a full day running around. The first few sprays I just did there, like, it fills the room. If my husband walked down here, he would definitely smell it in the air. I do get floral. I believe it's the freesia I'm picking up. I'm getting more white floral. It is so elegant. The florals in there are very elegant. If you are not a floral person, I don't think you would like this. It's very floral. The little bit of pear in there gives it a slight juiciness. That pear leaf, I feel like makes it a little, just ever so slightly juicy. The pink pepper, I don't smell a spiciness, but I do get a warmth from this. Definitely a warmth. And then the sandalwood and the touch of moss and then the marshmallow musk, I think that's going to come out more as I wear it, as I live in it. I think those are also a part of what's giving me this very encompassing vibe. Like you're in a warm, cozy blanket. This one to me is all seasons, honestly. Like I think she'd be a beauty in spring. I think it is not overpowering enough that it wouldn't work in summer. Definitely can wear it in winter, daytime, nighttime, work, elegant event. Like this is a totally staple scent kind of fragrance. If you are the kind of person that doesn't want a bunch of variety in your fragrance collection, you want an easy reach. So far, I believe she would be an easy reach if you like classy, elegant, elevated, womanly fragrances. This is not playful at all. She's not flirty at all. I think she could be sexy in the right setting, just in a I am a woman, hear me roar, I am feminine, I am here, I have a presence type of way. But this is not like, you know, the sexy most men think of, like Good Girl or Trésor Laynie. Is that how you say it? Laynie? Nuit? I don't know. I don't speak French. But this is not like in your face sexy. But this has sex appeal to it if the right woman's rocking it in the right setting. To me, it's very classy, grown, and elegant. Elegant, really, like, that is truly how I feel with it. I feel sophisticated. I feel like I have some money. I feel like I'm wearing real diamond earrings and real gold jewelry and a nice little pair of heels with some stylish jeans. I think this is one you can rock in a cute but casual or in an elegant setting, honestly. Black tie wedding, you would make a beautiful guest in this. I even think a bride could wear this. I don't think it would have been my cup of tea on my wedding day, but if you were like black tie wedding and you're getting married in your like mid-30s, you are established in life, like this is you could wear this as a bride. Again, scent is so personal. So, you know, I'm not saying you have to be in your 30s to wear this. This is just the vibe she's giving me. It has a freshness to it as well, and that is probably a little bit of the oak moss, the white florals, and also that orris note, and even the pink pepper. There's a freshness in here. It's not like gym fresh. I'm not going to throw it in my gym bag. It's way too elevated for that. It is way too classy for that. But there is a nice freshness in here where if you work in an office, this is not going to be off-putting. I don't think people are going to be bothered by this. Is it what I expected? From the description, yes and no. And this was totally me, you know, blind buying. You don't know what you're going to get. Was I hoping it was just like a little touch more sweet with the marshmallow musk? Yes, but also just applied it. Sometimes sweetness can kind of come out throughout the day. I do think, honestly, the packaging is what you're going to get. Like, the classy vibes you're getting from the packaging is what to be expected from the fragrance. So it is maybe just a little bit more grown than I was expecting, just because Stephanie, I believe, is only in her mid-20s. This one, to me, like being in my 30s, I feel like, you know, we're in the same spot in life. You know, we're grown women. But Stephanie is married, she is doing her thing on the internet, and she's pregnant. So she is a bit elevated in her, for her age, actually. So this is classy grown to me. I will wear it all day. I will definitely give you guys feedback, and I will check back in with you guys later this evening, like late this evening, because we have to go help my husband's family move stuff today, and then we're going to our friend's house so the kids can have a play date later in the day. Like, I'll probably check in with you about like 10, 11 o'clock tonight. We'll see how she wears. Hello. Okay, it is better late than never. Yes, it is the next day, if you couldn't tell, since I look different from when you just saw me. So I had every intention of filming my check-in last night, but we got in at midnight. I was so tired, and my little girl was so tired. She needed mama to snuggle her, so I'm sorry. I had to, I mean, it was tough. It was tough. I had to take the snuggles. So yes, I am here to do my check-in with you guys. I do have some updates. She's beauty in a bottle. I do love that kind of buttery vibe the Orris gives in here. It is a little bit unique. The more I wore it though, I do have to disagree with Stephanie. In her video, she's like, you won't find anything that smells like this at Sephora. It reminds me a lot of Radiant Nectar by Clean. Like a lot. Like if you remove the honey note and add in a little bit more florals, they're like the exact same thing. They're very similar. I'm thankful I don't have a full bottle of Radiant Nectar. I just have a little travel size, because if I had a full bottle, it would feel very repetitive in my collection. I think this one is just a little more elevated than that, a little bit classier than that. So if you did end up having both, I feel like it would be okay, but I do feel like it would be a bit redundant. Okay. Other than that, this does last really well. I could smell it on myself throughout the night and day. I should switch that around, day and night. When I was at my friend's house, we were sitting in a big open living room. I could kind of smell it if I really got my clothing close to my nose. I don't think this is like a Beast projector. No one said anything about my fragrance, but I was also with a crew of people who aren't really fragrance people, so I don't think they would say anything if they did even enjoy or dislike a fragrance. Now, at about 11 o'clock when we were making the drive back home, as soon as I got into the car, I was really able to smell it on myself. So I think the living room was just too big to open, where the scent wasn't really getting a chance to kind of come back to me, where as soon as I got into the tighter space of the car, I could really smell the fragrance on myself. And that was, let's see, I put it on about noon, and that was 11 hours later. So this is going to last. It's not going to be beast mode. It's not going to knock people out. That's why I still stick by everything I said earlier. She's classy, she's elegant, she's elevated, she's got some money, she's put together, she's office friendly, she's date night friendly, she's spring, summer, fall, and winter friendly. I am really excited to give this a wear in the spring and summer. I don't see myself reaching for it a lot, because here where I live in the Midwest, it gets very, 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 very cold and dry, and I find myself craving super sweet, more gourmand leaning fragrances this time of year, but this isn't like a bad fragrance for any season. I do think it's really pretty for a first launch. I think she did an extremely good job. I am excited to see what else they come out with. I truly am. I hope they keep the same bottle, the same vibe, because I just think this looks so pretty, and it will look so pretty sitting in all of our collections. So those are my thoughts and review of the new 22 Orris by Ledda. Let me know, have you guys tried this? Are you interested in trying it? I would love to hear your thoughts. Leave them down below. Alright guys, that is all for today. And as always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.